Hey guys, I'm so excited to talk to y'all today about being on a team versus an individual agent. So, if that's what you're looking to hear about, stay tuned. I'm Rebecca Ellis with Keller Williams Preferred Realty and living in real estate in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I have been on both a team and an individual agent for several years. So I have had a lot of people asking me about kind of what's the pros and cons of both and what my thoughts are. So here's the thing, here's the deal. So there's pros, like I said, pros and cons to both. I think everyone is different and every team is different. Every person and their personality and their goals are all different. So, with that being said, you have to figure out what works best for you and what you want to do with your life. For me personally, I'm just going to talk from experience and the teams I was on. I was on two great teams. And it was great. I learned so much as an individual agent. I just training and being around other people for one, collaborating. They really taught me like how to lead generate for one. I learned the process because I was such a new agent. I hadn't been through a transaction. I didn't know what I was doing. So having that, those people to go to and ask questions and just be there for each other was awesome as a new agent. Also, of course, leads. As a new realtor, I was here in Raleigh and didn't really know a lot of people, and I didn't have a database really. And I was really needing those leads to help me get started. I needed to start making money. So that was a great benefit, obviously, to get leads from your rainmaker. The other thing you can say for being on a team is the leverage. So most teams should have a lot of leverage that comes with that. So what that means is like I would go out, meet with a client and get them under contract. And then pretty much the contract to close was handled by another department within our team. So I wasn't having to negotiate repairs, which is really nice. I wasn't having to schedule inspections and follow up on the appraisal and just like little things like that. So it really freed up my time to get another client under contract. Now, with that being said, you, of course, let's talk about money. You're giving up a big chunk of your money to do that. So every team's different, of course. All the splits are different. Most of the ones I was on were about 50-50, and it can vary. Again, team by team is different. So you just have to keep that in mind. Your paychecks are going to be smaller. Also, just one thing for me is like realizing I was a buyer's agent before I was an individual, and so I only work with buyers. So what that meant was, I was spending so much time in the car and with buyer clients all of the time that it was a little overwhelming at times, to be honest. I had so many people kind of in my pipeline, but it was, it's hard when you have that many buyers you're working with at one time. And then also, like we were talking about the splits and everything, to me it was kind of stressful to, I was having to work double the amount of clients to make the same amount of money. So it's just one of those things to think about kind of what you're good at and what you like to do. So talking about being an individual agent, when I became an individual agent, I had nothing in the pipeline pretty much, but I just had so much drive and ambition and just like failure was not an option for me. It's a lot though, I will say, like you're pretty much owning a business. And from everything is up to you, from getting the lead to contract to close to your marketing, to your, support and even your systems, your tools, your email, your business cards, like client events, like everything is now on you. So it's a lot. You typically though, like I had more time to work and get the business though, and that's what I knew I had to do was build my brand and put myself out there. And I door knocked. I did open houses. I've done about everything, networking, all of it. So it's a lot. Again, you're owning a business and you have to really treat it like a business. You have to look at your numbers, you have to track that, you have to realize, have enough ambition and like get up and go to, go get up in the morning. Like, no, you're your own boss. Like, nobody's making you go to work at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. and like start getting stuff done. So that, of course, again, I had more time though, because I was working with less people. So like, yes, you're putting in more hours into contract to close and doing other things to get business, but you're also not in the car with as many people, if that makes sense, to make the same amount of money. So really, the other thing is you can kind of make it your own. Like, if there was something I kind of took things I learned from the team, implemented the things I liked, and then changed things I didn't. You kind of get it to do it your own way, which is really cool. So yeah, I think it just depends on the person. Again, every team's different. I would say for one, if you're thinking about joining a team, just be careful of what team you join. Make sure you really read your team agreement and know what that says. Like, who gets your sphere of influence after you leave? What happens if you have a referral? Are you able to work buyers and sellers? Where are the leads coming from? What is the team culture? How much turnover do they have on their team? These are all great questions to find out and like look into. For me, I always kind of just knew I wanted to be an individual agent one day. And in a way, I felt like I was kind of being held back from building my own brand and business the way I wanted to. So I have just really thrived and love being an individual agent right now. One day I may hire agents and start my own team. So we will see. But anyway, those are my thoughts on team versus individual. As always, if you have any questions, comment below and let me know, and I will do my best to get back to you. And then also make sure to subscribe. We're going to be doing a lot more videos like this. Hope y'all have a great day, and as always, I would love to help your Raleigh referrals. If you want to get in touch with me, my number is 919-307-9545. Thanks, y'all. Bye.